Welcome back, my friends. I am Brian. You are Chords and Notes Nation. You have been invited into my living room to please have a seat. We have a patron reaction request for my most excellent patron, Phil. He gets to sit front and center. There are plenty of seats for you guys available. Get yourself some coffee, something to drink, something to eat, something to snack on. Whatever you want, because we are going to watch this together, and I will give you a raw, honest, and unedited reaction at all times. Focus. Hocus Pocus. I've listened to this before, I think once before, probably a few times before, but definitely once, and I believe it was as a reaction. My cousin has, over the years, given me some suggestions. I may have done a reaction to this, and if I have, it will be found under the miscellaneous reactions playlist on YouTube. Otherwise, all of my patron reactions are in a collection over on Patreon. I'd like to see some of you over there. We've got some stuff going on there. It's always ever evolving. There's definitely different tiers, and you get to help steer the musical ship. There are perks there for you guys to check out. It costs you nothing to go over there and to look at it and to check it out. It's all self-explanatory in the description box below. Please like, subscribe, and share. It grows the channel and gets more exposure to each artist that I react to. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's get going. This is, I apologize, this is a live performance from the Midnight Special YouTube channel. Was put up on that channel a year ago. This obviously is from a long time ago, but okay, here we go. Whoa, he's looking ready to That's not very good. Oh, I remember this. Sorry, Phil. I need to see better. That yodeling is crazy, though. How the human voice can do that? Okay, let's talk about the intensity of that face. Love it. I don't know what's going on with my lighting here today. The light's gonna fall over. He's driving it crazy. Kind of what goes out of my head sometimes. A standing ovation for that. A standing ovation for that. Huh. I mean, so we're talking like the 70s here, and what an era for experimenting with music. I mean, it really just exploded. And, you know, who, oh boy, I want to, I want to say, like, who on earth would think about doing yodeling and stuff like that with this kind of music? But then it's like, why not? Right? Because in that era, they were fusing different styles together and they were experimenting, and there was this freedom of thought and self-expression. This is the libertarian era, right? Of philosophy, and just applying it through the arts. You had all of this experimentation going on, almost sort of, especially musically, like a Frankenstein's monster being put together by this band and that band and this band and that band. You know, you listen to all of these progressive styles and or artists in the progressive vein, and some of this stuff blows you away because it's like, first of all, the technical proficiency, and on this especially, was just so exciting and invigorating for me. I love it. It energizes me. And how they're able to take all of that sound, all of those notes, and to be able to put them together in a way that's complementary and not conflicting to the human ear, and being able to process all of that. That's the other part about this kind of music that I like, is that there are so many layers and so many notes and so many different things going on that it requires more than a single listen to be able to digest it. Oftentimes, many, many listens. That's why I love the progressive style, because I can go back, and especially if it's a song that I really enjoy or a story that I really enjoy, I can go back and I can listen to it and say, okay, I'm just going to focus on the guitars. Now I'm just going to focus on the bass. I'm going to focus on the singing, on the drums, whatever the case may be. And then layer it. Let's see how the drums and the bass, go through this analytical motion in the mind to be able to absorb and digest and then reflect upon all of that. And then you put stuff at, like, okay, the flute, I'm thinking like Ian Anderson, right? I know Genesis had some flute in it, but Jethro Tull was like the flute band. And here we have Focus as well. So it's nothing new, but it was something that was being incorporated. Just like you had the harmonica being incorporated, you have the flute being incorporated. And here you have a total different singing style that was adapted to the tempo and the feel of the music. And it had this craziness to it, this wild spontaneity. Oftentimes, audiences will have like these cue cards or signs that, applaud, that sort of thing. But when an audience stands up and gives a standing ovation, you know that they've been moved. And it's amazing because I'm thinking at that time, this was fresh in the public consciousness. This may have been so strange and outlandish that to get a standing ovation was pretty impressive. All these decades later, it still holds up as being one of those songs you have to listen to from that era. But we've had enough time and distance between then and now, and enough artists to experiment, and we've got such a wide variety of music to choose from, that it has its impact when you initially hear it, but it's not as surprising because we've gone through decades worth of musical exploration and experimentation. Do you know what I mean? So back then it probably had more of an impact, because it was like, oh my God, what are they doing? Yeah, very cool, very fun. I like that I didn't have to interpret lyrics. I could just sit and listen to it and enjoy the performance. So very good. Thank you, Phil, so much. I appreciate that you had me watch this and listen to this, and I hope the rest of you have enjoyed it, even though I am full of distractions today. My OCD is kicking in. My camera, I don't feel, is at the right angle. My light's not at the right, and I just go with it. But that's part of me. That's part of the Chords and Notes universe. That's part of being raw, honest, and unedited. That's my cue. Love you guys. God bless you. Jesus loves you. And I will talk to you in the next video.